Planet X is brought to you by Super Shuttle, the official transportation partner for Planet X TV. When you need a lift, think Super Shuttle.
Planet X TV.
Hey Planet X, welcome to Atlantic City.
1, 2, 3.
Take a sidewalk, or walk sideways. I take the long talk, put it in a short phrase. I read a short book, but take 9 days, 'cause it's a long look. So look both ways. You got your face on now, but you're gone. You got your face on now, but you're gone. You've been down so long you can hardly walk it off. Been twisted, turned around, so turn the light on your head on and look around and take a sidewalk. I walk sideways. I take the long talk, put it in a short phrase. I read a short book. Oh, but take 9 days, 'cause it's a long look. Oh, so look both ways. You got your face on now, but you're gone. You got your face on now, but you're gone.
Hey Planet X, welcome to Atlantic City. Let's take a tour in our Kia Sorento.
You can hardly walk it off. Be twisted, turned around, so turn the light on your head on and look around.
Planet X recently took to the local streets of Atlantic City in the new Kia Sorento. Wow, what a great ride for our wild expedition on the South Jersey Shore. You've got to try out the Kia Sorento, a true Planet X favorite.
You got your face on now, but you're gone. Got your face on now, but you're gone. You've been down so long you can hardly walk it off. Be twisted, turned around, so turn your light on your head on and look around. You got your face on now, but you're gone. You got your face on now, but you're gone. You got your face on now, but you're gone. You got your face on now, but you're gone. You got your face on now, but you're gone. You got your face on now, but you're gone. You got your face on now.
20 years ago, I was a young guy working as a disc jockey at a rock and roll station, and the economy wasn't very good. The job wasn't paying very well, and I wanted to get like a little side thing, and I just happened to be working at a rock station here in Atlantic City, and we rented out studio space to a little over-the-air TV station, WWAC TV 53, and due to a law that the FCC passed in the early 90s, this station went from basically being in no homes to being in at least half of New Jersey's. And there was a guy who had a talk show, sports talk show, like a call-in show. And I just kind of in passing said, as I work as a disc jockey in the next room, oh, you should have me on your show. I'm a guru of fantasy football. Like literally came up with it right then and there. And he did. I came on the show. And even back then, 20 years ago, people were interested and they were calling up the station. And then I did that for about a year. It hit pretty well, and it was kind of like a combination of Wayne's World meets Howard Stern meets sports. And I decided the next year to start up like a little newsletter. I was also working in publishing, start up a little newsletter and kind of market my advice to viewers of the show. And that I did, and unbelievably, I got contacted by ESPN, and it was so early in the game that ESPN, the worldwide leader in sports, of course at the time, the site was called ESPN Net Sports Zone. They contacted me and they're like, look, we need someone to write about fantasy football. And of course I was like, I'm your guy. And from there, it just kind of took off, and every year it continued to grow, and it got to the point where I pretty much quit all my other jobs and did that full time starting around 2000. So it's been an unbelievable 20 years, and everything I have basically in life, I owe it to fantasy football. This is my 20th year doing the website. Basically, it's a subscription site, double-digit growth, 19 years in a row, and fantasy sports are bigger than ever. It's gotten to the point now where it's kind of ingrained in the whole sports entertainment experience, and what's going to ensure the continued growth and at least popularity is there's a whole generation now who don't know sports and don't know the NFL without fantasy football. So it is here to stay, there's no question about it. Oh, Atlantic City, I think, is a real happening spot for younger people these days, and they've done a lot of things to try to kind of captivate people, and fantasy sports is one of them. And people are addicted to fantasy football and to fantasy sports. And when you combine a seaside resort with casino gaming and sports and fantasy sports, it really is a slam dunk. You come here for a weekend during the season, you hang out, you party it up a little bit, you wake up, you watch all the games, you play fantasy football. That is really what entertainment is about these days. And sports and fantasy football are great because fantasy will just suck more entertainment value out of sports, which is something that we already love. And make sure you tune in to my SiriusXM radio show weekdays from 2 to 5 Eastern. And don't forget to check me out this year on DirecTV on game days. Hey, Planet X, thanks a lot for joining me here in Atlantic City, New Jersey.
Planet X TV.
Planet X is brought to you by Super Shuttle, the official transportation partner for Planet X TV. When you need a lift, think Super Shuttle.